They say power corrupts, but what happens when power turns into mockery? 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor didn't just rule men, he tried to elevate an animal above them. This is the story of Emperor Caligula, and the horse he almost made a senator. In the year 37 AD, Rome crowned a new emperor, Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus Germanicus. But the world knew him by another name, Caligula. He was just 24 years old. Charming, young, the son of a beloved general, at first the people adored him. They thought Rome had found a new golden age. But behind the applause, something darker was growing. Within months, the emperor's rule turned into something the Senate had never seen before, a theater of madness, cruelty, and humiliation. Ancient historians describe Caligula as brilliant, but unstable. He fell gravely ill just months into his reign. Some say it was poison, others say it was madness. When he recovered, the man who once promised freedom became obsessed with power. He demanded to be worshipped as a living god. He built temples for himself. He walked across the marble halls of the Palatine dressed as Apollo, Jupiter, even Venus. And anyone who dared to question him died. But amid the blood and terror, one creature enjoyed more luxury than any Roman senator ever had. A horse named Incitatus, meaning the swift one. According to the historian Suetonius, Caligula loved his horse like a brother. He fed him oats mixed with gold flakes. Incitatus lived in a marble stable with ivory mangers and purple blankets, the color reserved for emperors. Every morning, servants fed him wine from golden cups. When races were held at the Circus Maximus, Caligula made sure no one disturbed his horse's rest, ordering silence across the city the night before. This was no ordinary affection. It was political theater. The Roman Senate had always been proud, a council of the empire's most powerful men. But Caligula despised them. He saw them as hypocrites and cowards. And what better way to humiliate them than by showing that even his horse could do their job? Cassius Dio, another historian of the era, wrote that Caligula planned to make Incitatus consul, the highest political office in Rome. He even gave the horse a marble house so he could invite guests in style. Whether he truly intended to appoint the horse or simply mocked the Senate remains a mystery. But the message was clear. The Senate was no better than a beast. Was it insanity or was it genius? A calculated insult to Rome's elite. As Caligula's rule continued, his cruelty grew unbearable. He executed nobles for minor slights. He taxed families to refill his drained treasury. He even declared war on the sea, ordering his soldiers to collect seashells as spoils of victory. By 41 AD, patience had run out. The Praetorian Guard, Rome's own imperial bodyguards, turned against him. Led by Cassius Charia, they struck while Caligula walked through a palace corridor. He was stabbed over 30 times. The emperor who fed his horse gold was left bleeding in the dust of his own palace. His wife and child were killed soon after. Rome rejoiced. The Senate tried to restore the Republic, but the dream was short-lived. Caligula's uncle, Claudius, soon became emperor. And what of Incitatus, the imperial horse? History grows quiet after Caligula's death. No records tell us what became of him. But his legacy lived on, as the ultimate symbol of absolute power and mockery. Modern historians still debate the truth. Was Caligula truly insane? Or did Roman historians, writing decades later, exaggerate his cruelty to please his enemies? Some scholars, like Anthony A. Barrett and Aloys Winterling, suggest the horse story was satirical propaganda, An example of how later writers used exaggeration to show the absurdity of unchecked power. Still, the sources, Suetonius, Cassius Dio, and Tacitus, all record the same shocking image. An emperor so consumed by arrogance, he treated men like animals, and an animal like a man. Caligula ruled for only 4 years, but his madness, real or exaggerated, left a scar on Rome's memory for centuries. Maybe he never made his horse a senator, but in mocking the Senate, he revealed a timeless truth. When power has no limits, even reason becomes a joke.